review of the CRD's current treatment plan, as proposed in this motion, would undo years of effort and cast doubt on a region's ability to meet the 2020 federal secondary treatment deadline. Failure to meet that deadline has serious legal implications, as you know. Trashing the plan also jeopardizes $500 million in infrastructure grants. Environment Canada can't be lobbied to relax the new requirements for the CRD. You've been told that no exemptions or extensions are possible, and to suggest there is an open marine waters clause in the rules which will exempt the CRD from treatment is fanciful. The CRD's wastewater application already describes the receiving environment as open marine waters, with no impact on the region's ultimate high-risk classification. The CRD could have been prosecuted years ago for pumping raw, untreated sewage into the sea in violation of the Federal Fisheries Act. If it becomes clear that the 2020 wastewater effluent deadline will not be met, what's to prevent the authorities from taking it to court before then? Opponents of treatment euphemistically describe our current disposal practice as, quote, natural marine-based sewage treatment, unquote, in contrast to the proposed, quote, artificial land-based sewage treatment, unquote, as if some higher power had laid down our two outfall pipes and all that human waste just sort of found its way into them. Let's get real. You either treat your sewage on land or you dispose of it into the sea. We choose the latter, the Keynesian-style approach. In my 2006 submission to the SETAC panel, I cited a possible link between contaminants in our sewage and contaminants in local killer whales, the world's most contaminated marine mammals. Toxins found in the orcas, such as PCBs, are also in our sewage, much of which actually goes into Strait, critical habitat for the orcas. A recent court case confirmed that under the Species at Risk Act, Ottawa must act to protect that critical habitat for the orcas, a listed species. Admittedly, there are other threats, and sewage is not the only one, but the SETAC report itself states that the argument can be made that where we can control bioaccumulative compounds, such as PCBs, through practical means, we should do so. This echoes a point I made in my submission to the panel. The precautionary approach means treating our sewage now, not in 2030 or 2040, by which time the orcas, a veritable icon of the Pacific Northwest and contributor to local economy, could be extinct. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. The next speaker is John Newcomb.